Hello and welcome to the Royal Way here on Stadium Drive Sports. I am your host, Sean Barr, and on today's episode, we will take a look at the Mariners and Royals series and wrap that on up. The American League Central doesn't look like they're going to have just one team run away with it. Not just yet. The division-leading Twins are 8-8, and these teams in our division are going to be beating up on each other a lot and splitting some series for a while, at least I'm hoping, keeping the Royals within reach, even if we've lost more than half our games. And besides Benny and Dozier, when it comes to the team's batting average, it's easy to look at this in disgust, but let me let you know there are currently 56 batters in the league, with an average below the Mendoza line of 200. And that's the lowest this far into the season in MLB history, dating back to 1871. It's a slow start offensively for everyone. So we're just getting to know this team, okay? We're just beginning. And we've got a long way to go. It's a marathon. Keep telling y'all this. Y'all jump to conclusions too quick. But look, every game does count. That is true. And I think we're going to need about a few more weeks to really figure this team out and where we might be headed. Speaking of getting to know the team, I've compiled every player on the Royals roster and solidified nicknames for them. So when I call them these names in future episodes, you'll have a reference to go to. Plus, the Royal Way goes in depth and digests all different types of pitches in the majors. We will cover all the details on how you can pitch like the pros. And we have several different segments to keep you entertained here on the Royal Way, including a look at the 1982 Royals, a game of Guess Who, some trivia, maybe some news around the league, and you might even win a prize. Stay tuned and find out how later on. But as for now, let's go to the Great Northwest. Game 1 of 3, Kansas City at Seattle. All right, Brad the Fortune Keller got the start for KC. Let's see what the future holds. He has the Mariners go 3 up and 3 down in the first. Hunter Dozier gets a double in the second. The game was quiet until the fourth inning when Seattle's rookie star Julio Rodriguez hits a 2-run double over the head of Michael A. Taylor in center, followed by a Kellenic 2-run triple. The Royals got a couple of singles in the fifth, and Salvi connects on a home run in the top of the sixth inning to get the Royals on the board. With 3 up and 3 down for both teams in the seventh, Benintendi started the ninth off with the single, but Salvi grounds into a double play and Dozier strikes out as the Royals drop the first game of the series in Seattle 4-1. Right, let's go to the box scores. Not a great game offensively. Only had 2 players that had a good game. The bottom of the order did decent. Good job, Benintendi and Perez. Dozier, what are you doing with 3 strikeouts? And let's take a look at the pitching for that game. Brad Keller goes to 0-2. He didn't have a bad game. It was just that fourth inning that got to him. Still a 2.55 ERA, looking good. Game 2 versus the Seattle Boat People. Alright, let's go to game 2 of 3 against the Sailors. Benny gets a sacrifice RBI in the first, but Seattle gets a 2-run homer from Crawford to take the lead. The next inning, a couple of singles add 2 more, and another run in the third by the Mariners extend their lead to 4. The Royals benefit from a throwing error and are able to produce 3 runs on 4 hits. And they actually commit 2 errors in the 5th inning. Suarez drives in Ty France for Seattle in the 6th. And Salvi was hit by a pitch and was driven in by a Carlos Santana home run, giving the Royals a 7-6 lead before the 7th inning stretch, but the Mariners tie it up in the bottom half of the 7th at 7, and Jake Brentz just walks the game away with 4 straight free passes. The Mariners pile up 6 runs on only 2 hits, and that'll do it. Alright, let's take a look at the game on an individual standpoint. We actually did put up some numbers at the plate, having 5 good games, 3 decent, and only 1 bad by Mondesi with a couple of strikeouts. Those strikeouts will get you, and we did get a lot of them, 9 of them this game. Not good, not good. When it comes to our pitching, hey, we brought out our guns today. Man, Bubic only lasted a couple innings, so what are you going to get? You're going to throw your whole bullpen out there and waste all their arms. It's just, you got to have a good start from your starters. Let's see if we can get one in this game 3 of 3 against these Seattle Mariners. Look at y'all. 2 runs already in the first off a France home run. Yeah, he really was a thorn in our side, hitting around 600 for the series. Oh, Gallagher and Perez hit a one-run double apiece, tied the thing up at 2, but nothing really much going on in the 4th, 5th, or 6th innings for the Royals. Well, Merrifield singled to left in the 5th, and Santana singled to center in the 6th. But also in the 6th, Crawford from Seattle hit a one-run double to gain the lead 3-2. And as things are getting closer to the 9th, it's looking bleak for the Royals. They need a hero. Well, with one gone in the 9th, Hunter Dozier keeps the Royals alive and sends this game into extra innings with a solo shot to center 419 feet away from home. Andrew Benintendi singles in a run in the 10th, and we really thought we had this game locked, but Seattle matches the Royals score at 4 to take things deeper into extras. The Royals made it a close one, but Mr. Winker for Seattle becomes the hero in this one, as his team sweeps the Royals in Seattle, capitalizing by a thrilling 5-4 win in the 12th inning in the Great Northwest. No one really shined at the plate in this game. There was only a few decent games. Mondesi was almost the first Royal to have a horrible day at the plate, he had 4 strikeouts and 4 at-bats. He was able to get a walk. And I'm glad we got an off day coming up because we just threw out all our pitchers. We need them to rest right now. Hernandez did okay. Piamps, can't really put it on him. They put a runner on second to start these extra inning games. It's a lot of pressure. The Royal Way Player of the Series, Salvador Perez, 4 for 11, 2 RBIs, and a dinger. All right, let's take a look at these division standings. The Minnesota Twins, 8-8 record, worst to first already. It's about a 500 record for just about everybody, so the Royals are not out of it, guys. You know, the American League Central has been known for being kind of weak, Nobody's pulling away right now, so no need to worry. We just really need to get those runs up. And speaking of runs, these are the Royals' runs by inning in 2022. The Royals have scored 43 runs in 14 games. They do a lot of their scoring in the middle of the game. They need to get out to that quick lead and start scoring some runs in the 1st and 2nd. All right, who's got next? Who's next up on the Royals schedule? It is the Chicago White Sox. We are going down to the south side, folks, on April 26th through 28th. We'll start the first game off tomorrow at 6:10, Wednesday 6:10, and Thursday's game is at 1:15. All right, Empire, let's get acquainted with some of these Royals nicknames. Some of them, the Royal Way gave them to them. Some of them you might be familiar with, like Two-Hit Whit Merrifield or Mr. Happy Meadows, Andrew Benny Benintendi, Salvador Salvi Perez, Carlos One-Man Band Santana, Hunter Bull Dozier, Adalberto Mondi Mondesi, Bobby Witt Jr.'s Bobby Sepp, Michael A. Taylor, Cam Shameless Gallagher, Little Nicky Frozen Rope Lopez, Ryan Big Burn O'Hearn, Brad the Rally Keller, Chris Boobs Bubich, Zach the Great Grenke, Amir 24 Garrett, Scott Don't Set the Bar Low, Josh the Stallmonster Stallmont, Brady No Dinger Singer, Colin One and Snyder, or All Insider Snyder, Gabe Will Inspire, Getting to My Carlos Hernandez, Taylor Clarky Clark, Ronald Robo Bolanos, Joel the Triumph Piams, Jake the Fresh Brents, Dylan Camperman Coleman, Daniel Not Racist Lynch, and Nick I'm Very Proud of You, or Nick Prado-Matic. Do you like them? Do you happen to have any good ideas? Comment below. Give me some ideas. Maybe I'll use them. I love calling them by their nicknames. Make them some good ones, appropriate. I like Bobby Sev, but we do need a good one for Bobby Witt Jr. And by the way, in Pig Latin, his name is Obiway Idaway Jr. Breaking news in less than 1 minute. The MLB and Nike have partnered up to produce City Connect jerseys, which highlights the unique characteristics of each city. About a third of the league's new unis have been revealed. The Royals released theirs to the press yesterday. They feature KC's fountains and arts characteristics. The KC looks like a fountain. They're all pretty cool, you should check them out. The Braves and Marlins both hit home runs on the first pitch to each team in the first inning. The chances of that happening are 0.000317. Cleveland rookie Stephen Kwan accidentally misplayed a tough fly ball and ran into the wall in left center, injuring himself on a crucial play in the 9th inning at Yankee Stadium. Some Yankees fans got excited and immaturely yelled profanities at him. Center fielder Miles Straw climbed the wall to defend his teammate, and soon afterwards, as the walk-off hit ended the game for a New York win, the fans then started throwing bottles and cans at Cleveland outfielders, including an umpire who was hit in the back. Way to stay classy, New York. And finally, Lucius Fox of the Washington Nationals puked behind the mound in front of everyone 2 pitches into the game.
Yeah, throw your food up.
The Royal Way presents Know Your Pitches by the Stitches. Bitches. Alright, we got 3 types of pitches to work with. We got the fastball, the breaking ball, and the changeup. Fastball, 4-seam. We're bringing the heat. 85 to 105 miles an hour on the velocity, fastest, straightest pitch, fingers across the seams for control, rises on the hitters trying to catch up. It's thrown about 35% in the majors. Yep, right down the middle. Fastball, 2-seam. Down and in, the 2-seam fastball thrown about 22% in the majors, 85 to 95 on the velocity. It will run in on a right-handed hitter, can have sinking action, and it's good for the same-handed hitters. You'd think this pitch would go straight, but it doesn't. Fastball, the cutter. Sliding heat. The cutter you'll find at 85 to 95 miles an hour. It breaks away from right-handed hitters late, a mix of slider and fastball. Index and middle fingers are closer together. This one's got some good quick action. Fastball, the splitter. This one will drop on you. Spread the first 2 fingers apart and it breaks down suddenly right before reaching the plate. It's usually an extra pitch for the veterans. You usually want to throw this pitch when you want them to chase one in the dirt. Fastball, the forkball. This one is just like the splitter, only held more in the back of the hand. It's less dramatic, more gradual downward movement, slower at 72 to 82 miles per hour. It is uncommon. And yeah, this one will dip on you. Breaking ball, curveball. The curveball is thrown about 10% of the time. It has a 12-6 drop. It refers to the top to bottom movement. You pronate the wrist like turning a doorknob. The more action you can get on it, the better. Have that thing just drop off the table. Breaking ball, slider. Yeah, break it on down, but don't hang it. It's thrown 14% of the time. It is a common pitch. The slider breaks down and away from right-handed hitters. It's between a fastball and a curve. There's earlier, larger breaks than a cutter. And again, this pitch can get you in trouble. Breaking ball, slurve. The slurve is an uncommon pitch that slides 10 to 4, similar to a curve but with more lateral movement like the slider. Middle finger on the lace like a curve. Slurve. Breaking ball, screwball. The screwgee is an unconventional pitch with a 1 to 7 movement. It's harmful, can hurt the elbow. It's opposite of the slurve, breaks away from right-handed hitters. You'll probably just screw yourself with this pitch. Changeup, standard change. Your standard changeup, let's slow it down. It's used about 10% of the time, 70 to 85 miles an hour on the velocity. It's slower than a fastball, but thrown with the same rotation, no sideways spin. You want to throw these changeups just like a fastball. There's also 1-finger change and 2-finger changes. It's more appropriate to customize yourself to how you feel comfortable. Changeup, palm ball. No fingers, the palm ball. It's gripped tightly in the palm, the same arm motion as the fastball, and don't let them know it's a change. Me personally, I think this is the dumbest pitch. Changeup, circle change. And then you got the slow movement, circle change. It is common. You use it by making the OK symbol on the ball, thrown with the 2 middle fingers. It'll make a 1-7 movement once it gets to the plate. Changeup, knuckleball. Oh, the good old knuckleball. What is that? Yeah, it has slight to no movement. It's unpredictable. It's turbulent, and it drops near the plate. Only thrown at 50 to 60 miles an hour. And you use your fingernails. You don't use the seams. Phil Necro was a good pitcher that used it. Tim Wakefield was known for it, and R.A. Dickey was one of the best. Extreme ball, super pitch. Ooh, the hot, stanky cheddar. The super pitch, 110 miles an hour to 125. There's nobody can throw it like that. Only Sean, the host of the Royal Way, and Cubs great Henry Rowengartner are able to throw this type of pitch. And it's thrown with the middle finger extended. Yeah, Henry Rowengartner, first pitch, Rookie of the Year. You don't remember him? Am I that old? Due to a lie, the example of me throwing around 115 miles an hour will only be viewed in my dreams. You will keep watching.
You will keep
Oh,
watching.
yes. Oh,
You
yeah.
will keep watching.
We won't help you avoid instant karma, but we will help you win your fantasy league. Want to take home the prize and the pride in your fantasy football league? Don't worry, we got you covered. Tune in to Fantasize This, right here on Stadium Drive Sports. Hey there, I'm Kevin, host of the 12th Man at Arrowhead Drive. Be sure to tune in every Sunday and Wednesday for all your Chiefs content right here on Stadium Drive Sports.
Bonjour and salut, monsieur or madame. My name is Pierre Francois. I am taking you to a trip to Paris, land of enchantment and romance. Voila, l'amour, a rendezvous through the populous city in France. 67 million people call this mystique place home. The Eiffel Tower, over 300 meters high. Come visit Paris. Oh, tempting as a la carte. We have French toast, French baguettes, French horns, French fries, and when Mademoiselle wants a kiss, I French kiss her, but not like the second girl from the Menage a Trois. No, I flip her upside down and her with my so hard that she come all over my. It's so nice watching her bees just bounce all over my. Please excuse the French, but we are not rated R on the Royal Way. Find family-friendly programming right here on the Royal Way. Every Monday and Thursday. Ooh, it's the Royal Way prize giveaway. Are those candy cigarettes? Playing cards? A beer koozie? Get out of here. It's true, it could be yours if you just email us after the show at stadiumdrivesports@gmail.com using keyword. It's now time for the Royal Way's Best to Ever Wear It Awards. We are on the number 13. And the nominees are Jose Lean, Alberto Callaspo, and Salvador Perez. And the winner is, I wonder, Salvador Perez. Yes, our captain Salvi was born May 10th, 1990 in Valencia, Venezuela. 7-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glover, 4-time Silver Slugger, 2015 World Series MVP, Comeback Player of the Year in 2020. He led the majors in home runs and RBIs last year. He made his debut with KC on August 10th, 2011. Well, it's the Royal Way joke of the day. Well, a pig ran out onto the field during the 9th inning in the AAA minor league game in Texas. The pig ate the ball. Then he ran home. They didn't call the batter out. Nope, they called it an inside the pork home run. Well, because the ball was in the pig and he ran home inside the pork. Well, I thought it was a knee slapper. Did you know the Triple Crown is awarded to the player who led the league in home runs, RBI, and average? It's only been done once in 54 years. That's right, besides Miguel Cabrera's performance in 2012, it hasn't happened since 1967. And yeah, Miggy's the only player to ever have over 3,000 hits and 500 home runs and a Triple Crown. So yeah, you really are witnessing greatness right now with Miggy. And did you know Salvador Perez hit his first grand slam of his career with Miggy's bat? The 3,000 Hit Club, quick facts, 33 total members. Here's your top active players and where they stand on the list, plus all the types of hits that were used to get to 3,000. The 4,000 Hit Club, there's only 2, Pete Rose and Ty Cobb. It's trivia time. What did former manager of the Royals Ned Yost do during the 1994 MLB strike? Was it A, catch a world record fish? B, discover a new species? C, did he work pit crew for NASCAR? Or D, did he fall out of a tree while hunting? What did he do, catch a fishy? Did he find a bug? Did he work for NASCAR where they got fast cars? It was C, NASCAR pit crew member. He served as a member of famed NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt's pit crew, working 8 races. Ned actually did fall 20 feet out of a tree while hunting and broke his pelvis and 4 ribs on November 4th, 2017. Thank God he had his cell phone. Guess who? I worked for Hallmark Cards, a local Kansas City greeting cards company. I created the modified home plate design with the iconic gold crown and curving KC swashes for Ewing M. Kauffman in 1969. I never got paid for my design, plus I never got paid off any royalties. I missed out on a lot of money, but knowing I was the designer behind the logo, that still to this day is considered one of the best in all of sports, is pretty cool. I am Mr. Shannon Manning. The Royal Way takes you through the years with the Kansas City Royals, and we are on the year 1982. The 1982 KC Royals were one of the best teams to not make the playoffs. The Royals ranked number 1 in many offensive categories. It's difficult to call this season a disappointment, because as we take a look at the American League West in 1982, you'll see that the Royals were only 3 games behind the California Angels, who seized the West this year. The Angels really did have a stacked offensive lineup that year. The 1982 defensive setup included John Wathen at catcher, George Brett at third, UL Washington at short, Frank White at second, Willie Aikens at first, Jerry Martin in right, Otis in center, and Willie Wilson in left. Your 1982 Royals starters included Larry Gura, went 18-12, 98 Ks, 103 Ks for the newcomer Vita Blue we got in a trade. 1982 Royals relievers, Dan Quisenberry led the entire league with 35 saves. 2.57 ERA, looking good. We didn't really have a deep bullpen this year. Hey, just hand the ball to Dan Quisenberry, that submarine thrower will take care of them all. KC led the major leagues in hits, doubles, triples, and average, the entire league, yes. But this would be the only year the Royals win 90 games and not make the playoffs. They spent 53 days in first place, but relinquished the lead on September 19th. The Royals lost 11 out of the last 17, 2 of them to the Angels of Cali. When it comes to the newcomers, the Royals traded for pitcher Bud Black and Vita Blue. They drafted a guy named Brett Saberhagen. He would turn out to be pretty good. Our DH Hal McRae hit a league-leading 46 doubles and a league best at the time 133 RBI plus 27 homers. Willie Wilson won the AL batting title with a .332 average, and he led the AL in triples with 15 and 37 stolen bases. And John Wathen had the most steals ever by a catcher in a season with 36. Frank White had a career year hitting 45 doubles with a .298 average. He led the league with 361 putouts, plus he received his 6th consecutive Gold Glove at second base. He would also hit for the cycle against Detroit on August 3rd. The last hit was a walk-off triple, and that won the game 6-5. And the highest paid Royal was George Brett at $1 million. Funny how you can get that today by just being the 26th man on the roster. Sure wish MLB would have kept the divisional playoffs idea from last year, but they didn't. No wild card teams yet either. Out of 26 teams in 162 games, only 4 teams advanced to the playoffs. Stupid. So your 1982 postseason included the Cardinals over the Braves and the Brewers over the Angels in the AL. And the Cardinals defeat the Brewers in the World Series in 1982, 4-3 in a best-of-7 series. Your league MVP winners were Robin Yount and Dale Murphy. Your Cy Young Award winners were Peter Vukovich. Wonder if I'm going to get censored for that one. Yeah, Vukovich. Well, Steve Carlton wins the Cy Young again in the NL. Fred Lynn and Darrell Porter are your championship league winners. And the World Series MVP goes to Dale Porter as well. The All-Star Game MVP, Dave Concepcion. And your Rookies of the Year were Cal Ripken Jr. and Steve Sachs. There's Darrell Porter right there, ex-Royal. Trader. Your 1982 KC Royals All-Stars were George Brett with his 6th and Frank White with his 3rd. To be continued with 1983. All right, Royals Empire, we got to call it a wrap. Kind of like a song with fast lyrics and a lot of bass. But I will be back on Monday with a wrap of the Yankees and Royals series. That's right, the Yankees are coming to town for the weekend. I've got to make sure that I've got to come up with a really good Yankees joke for next episode. So I'll see you then, and we'll see what I can come up with. Hopefully the Royals can come up with some wins, huh? Catch you later.